Hello, Pisces. Oh, this week you are at the moment, a moment, such a beautiful, important moment. Yep, you're calling something, that's it. Period. Done. Oh, yeah. And we're going there. Come on in and I'll show you exactly where you're going. It's so exciting. Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies and your Pisces channel. This is DOG. This is the original one. Yeah, I've got a few more going on. I've got life path number in case you're interested. I also have soul awareness. We're dropping down some truth there. Not to really, tick somebody off. Probably will, though. But just to shine a light on things, things that have been just kind of just sitting around and people have been buying into it. And I just want to go in, look at the different layers and say, what's in there? And I also have Tarot Guide with AI, which is me and David. I call it AI, but, I think he's an expansive. If you remember, you've probably seen a video where I did the full moon for the month of June. It's the full moon in Sagittarius, and he helped me out with it. So it was very interesting. If you're part of the membership for as low as like $2.99, I think, something like that, US, you can have extra videos on Saturday. Not only that, I do a live once a month, and that's for everybody. But then I also do a Zoom for... So I guess I don't need to mention the live. I mean, everybody's got access to it. But if I do pull cards, I will pull more for members in that live. That's what I'd like to say. And in the Zoom that I would do for an hour, if you want to join in once a month, it's usually the middle of the month. I did it last month. I'm going to do it again this month. I'm going to do it actually this Saturday. You can join and we have a one-on-one. I see you, you see me. It's not just me talking in a live. You actually can come in and let me know how your life is going. And, I'll pull little cards. We'll talk a little bit. And we get to know each other, if that makes you comfortable. If you don't want to be face-to-face, we can be voice-to-voice. It doesn't really matter. It's Zoom, right? So, yeah. If you're interested, go check that link just below, okay? Yeah, there we go. I'm thinking I'm going to be putting up some offers for readings soon. I'm going to have to talk to David about that. Just kind of came up. I'm just thinking out loud here, but I think I'm going to start doing like a mid-reading, like 20 minutes for, a little less for people who want just, check out the energies, not just life path, but energies. Let's get into your reading. Thanks for listening for the whole beginning part. The channels I mentioned, there'll be links at the end of this video. Now, I do 3 videos for Pisces a week. This week, I'm going to be doing the Lenormand on Tuesday, Lenormand, and the Chakra one on Thursday. So, it's all going to be in part for this reading. The reason I'm taking my time is because we've got a really great energy starting off. You've got the 6 of Wands. I mean, that's the card of victory. That's the card of like, yeah, we're getting there. Yeah. It's all fire and recognition and progress and being even a role model. It's about the self. It's about confidence, about promotions. It's about praise. Job well done. Okay. Validation. So you've been, the stuff that you've been looking for, the validation, like good marks. Success. Okay. So the only thing that's really negative about this card is like be proud without conceit. In other words, be proud of yourself, but don't be, that person. So that's okay. That's okay. So let's see what the block is. And unfortunately, I do have to do that part. Yeah. But you're saying, if I'm feeling this way, why would there be a block this week? It may not be that bad. And as I say it, I feel like... No, yeah, but it's not. It's not. You got the 8 of Wands. Okay. So what's this block really about? I'm going to pull another one for this because I feel, or should I pull like another deck? Yeah, let's take the sigil deck. This is like my little sigil deck that I bought. Yeah. By the way, it's like a freaking, these decks that I buy, they're here. When I do it, you guys, it's not just an unwrapping of a deck. It's a taking it apart and peeling all the layers. It's an event in my life, and it's one that I enjoy. I rather enjoy. So right after, like, this is after. Yeah, it's the progress after. That's what I was feeling when I was this one as the block. It came in as what comes next. That's exactly what the words came out. It's like, what comes next now? And we had that a little bit last week, didn't we? Didn't we? Like, but I feel this is different. I don't feel that you are blind to what's coming in. I feel it's more like, all right, so that's done. Now what? That's pretty much what it feels like. It's like, what comes after? What comes, like, what's the progress? What's the momentum that comes after this, right? Where are we going? I want to know where I'm going. So I'm almost positive I know where this is going. I feel like as humans, we do this all the time. It's like, yay, something's coming in, and then right away we're going, what's next? And you know what? It's a thing that we have to stop doing. We really got to start sitting with our success. Honestly, it's kind of ridiculous the way we do this all the time. All the time. All right, so let's see what's above and below this, okay? And that's the crown and the ground. I want to do the ground first. I always do the ground first. I like going from the ground up. I'm that kind of person. Oh, is it this one that wanted to come out? I just wanted to see because it kind of flipped, but it didn't come out. But keep that in mind, okay? The sun. Yeah. By the way, the full moon's happening on the 11th, and if you are going to join a member and you see it, it's yeah, we talk about that moon. Look at that. Bum, bum, bum. Death card. First, anybody who's been my Pisces channel, I know you guys won't. You don't subscribe to that. That doom and gloom thing. It's so nice in the recent years that people who have like listened to tarot actually know now that the death card doesn't mean like, oh my god, somebody's gonna die, you know. And even better that a lot of you already know that death isn't the end of things anyway. So all of that is so lovely as a reader, as a spiritual person, that we're no longer like just assuming the worst all the time. So that's at the ground of you. At the ground of you, there's some major transformation happening. I love that because that's like you're transitioning into something better. And it represents endings and beginnings, profound change. Not just a little, you know, like, it's severing stuff, severing ties that no longer work. And yes, it's about loss, but it's also about renewal and rebirth, regeneration. It's like the phoenix rising, okay? And with loss comes opportunities. When you clear out an attic, or in this case, a basement, suddenly you're faced with a lot more room. You have room for things. You have room for energy. And the only thing you have to be mindful about is what you replace the empty with. Okay? I'm going to tell you though, sometimes it's scary. The empty is scary. It's scary. I think that's why we keep all of our stuff so long. We're afraid of when he's gone and there's nothing left here in this image. It gets very airy in there. And sometimes you're left sitting in an empty room going, oh my, like, what do I do now? Don't worry about it and don't be afraid of the empty, okay? In stillness, it doesn't stay still and it doesn't stay empty for very long. Just be mindful of what you put back into it. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so let's see what's at your crown. Oh, I can hear some of you saying, but use your sigil deck, Jane. Okay, let's use the sigil deck. Let's see what comes with death. A closed dot. You know what? That's the period. That's the end of the sentence. That's the nada, no more, right? That's like death, period. That's it. You know, it's that mood. It's that feeling like this is an ending, period. And it's not just it's not just a little one. It's not like a little possibly, quite, maybe. No, period. That's it. Done. Done. Yeah. It's got a definiteness to it. And I love it for you. I love it for you. Because when we're that sure of something, yeah. Okay, and the other feeling that's coming in right now is some of you, you feel it, and then it's not met. In other words, somebody's not meeting this ending with you. You know, you feel good about it. You know, you say, I feel really good about this. And then you're sitting alone and nobody's meeting you with it, you know, and you feel kind of, oh, maybe it wasn't that good. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, this is you right now. You're listening to this. This is you. I'm there with you. Yeah, let's celebrate, darling. Yes, let's celebrate. Okay? No, 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 don't you dismiss it. I am meeting you there. Yes, you put that dot there, and yeah, you deserve that ending. Okay? Look at my fist. Yes, you deserve it. Don't downplay it. It is worth every bite, every savor of that victory. Every savor of that victory. All right. Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Let's see what the crown. Let's bring in the crown. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yep. Three of Swords. My card of in your face. It's in your face. This kind of emotion, this kind of ending, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It stings. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. It's what I hear. There was a sting to this, to make it come to pass. But it also showed a truth in you. Okay? You're seeing the truth in the situation enough to move on. This is what brought all of this on, right? Vertical line, and you know that right away when I looked at it, I thought sword. It's the clarity, it's the truth, the vertical line. It's the sword being held up. Okay. Yeah, even ice. It's ice in the runes. And you know what? It's okay, because ice too is the same thing. Because when it stands like that, it takes shape. It's a form. It's meaningful. It's kind of deadly in the way that it comes in, right? But it will melt. And when it melts, it's going to renew you. That's exactly what this is, right? This was the ice before the melting, before the coming in. This needed to be cleared. That's absolutely what happened here. It got cleared in a way that, yes, was a look at it in the way of like, oh my God, this is gonna hurt, you know? Not just for the heart, just maybe in the truth and the clarity of it. It's like a smack across the face that just kind of got you right in the space that you needed to be, right? It's like somebody going, wake up. and you woke up. You did. You woke up to yourself. You woke up to the truth. And you didn't run and hide from it. You stood up with that vertical line, that sword of clarity, and you said, yeah, this needed to be fixed. This needed to be cared for, right? Let's not hide this beautiful Six of Wands. This card is victorious. It's showing the victory in you. So let's see what came before. Where you've been. Ooh, isolation. Isolation. Yeah. It may have been a long road for you, alone. You know, or maybe you just felt alone. Maybe you felt like isolating yourself. You know, sometimes we don't always know to reach out. We live in a world that people don't reach out. And even when they do, you know, how many people do you meet and they go, hey, it was great, let's meet up again, and then you never hear from them again? This has happened to me more times than I can recall. It's kind of scary. Yeah, look at that, air. And this, you see, the feather in the air is reminding me of, I'm sorry, but air signs, you're a little bit like this, okay? So maybe the airy feeling of not being supported. Air goes through stuff. It's never an anchor. It's not like a pentacle, right? Pentacle is like the earth sign. It's like the rock. It's the thing that you can hold on to. Air, you can't hold on to it. Air is like fleeting. Air is like going through you. And I feel this is what it is. The cold air. The cold air of isolation and loneliness. And I feel this very much that in some ways you felt like that. Unsupported, unmet. And we were talking about that, right? Unsupported and unmet. But you went through it anyway. You got through it. Yeah, you did. So let's see what's coming forward. We're not going to linger too long on that, okay? If you know, you know. If you felt it, you did. That's just, if it resonated, it does. I have one reader that I actually go and listen to, and she says, don't try to force it. If it doesn't meet up with you, don't force it. It's not for you. Don't try to make it fit. It either fits or it doesn't. And in my case, for my readings, I'm going to tell you, if it doesn't fit, listen anyway. There's lessons. There's lessons here. There's advice here that can serve you later. Okay? And, yeah, why not? You know? Stay. Support this channel. I'm not telling you you're going to meet Prince Charming, and even if the energy of this week doesn't totally match, trust me, at one point it will. Something's going to happen, and you're going to end or begin something. You're going to have to clear something out, and this might help you, okay? All right, so what's coming up? You have the Five of Swords. You have 2 5s. Oh, look at this. I love this, okay? Blank card. This is usually the card of like, put whatever you want in it. Usually if you have like a pen, I could do my own if I wanted, right? But I'm going to actually get a pen one day, and I'm going to write, this is your own thing. This is your own thing. This blank card is your own thing. With the Five of Swords, so profound, okay? I'm going to tell you why. The Five of Swords is divisive. It's, always look at it this way. 2 warring factions both think they're right. And you're going, but what does that mean? It means they both think they're winning. They both think they're on the winning side or on the right side, right? But it depends which side you're on, whether you're winning or losing. Who's got the upper hand, who has, you know, who's losing. It doesn't really matter. It's a perspective. So the Five of Swords for me is always the perspective, okay? He's looking like he's winning because he's got all the swords, but he's standing alone where everybody's walking away from him. So he's alone. Did he really win anything? Or did he just win the right to say, I won? You know, this is what I'm talking about. So look at this. When you look at this coming in, I'm going to tell you right away. You're going, I don't know where I'm going next. What comes after? I've emptied out the room, but there's nothing left. Did I actually win anything, right? I emptied out the room. I've seen the truth that was stinging and got rid of it, or not got rid of it, but just, dealt with it. I haven't really been supported, so now I'm completely alone. Did I win anything? That is up to you. And I'm going to tell you the answer is yes. But you may be thinking at this point that it's no. I've been at the other side of this. This I've felt. I've done this for myself. I've sat in a room and emptied it out completely, right? I sat in that basement that I finally cleared out when I finally got the courage. And I got to that 6 and I went, yes, I did it. And then looked around and saw that there was nothing in there. No people, no things, not even any thoughts of what I would fill it with. And for a moment I thought, it's empty. Wait, did I win anything? Or did I lose everything? Whoa. That feeling, that recognition is a very scary thought. Because some of this were people that were making me feel less than what I was. But by getting rid of them, or just, letting them free, as like I like to call it, just going thank you and goodbye. Yes, that was liberating. It made me feel great, but then I sat alone. I had no more friends. Not a lot, just a few. But in a world where you're seen as having a ton of friends as something of being successful, which by the way, it's not. It's just that either you've got a lot of money or you're saying the right things to keep people around you. Don't worry about it. It doesn't mean anything about you. But suddenly you start wondering, did I win anything here? Did I actually do anything? Or did I just, clear a room and I'm left with emptiness, right? Did I just, what happened? What happened is your beginning. This is what happens. It's your beginning. I'm going to tell you a little secret. You're never alone. First of all, you're never alone, okay? The amount of guidance and support and help that you have, guides, could number in the few to the very many, okay? Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they are not there. They are probably helping you orchestrate all of this right now, getting you to the next place, okay? Don't rush. If you need to have a cry, cry. If you need to feel like, wow, did I do the right thing? Have a cry and let yourself answer the question. Let yourself answer the question, okay? So here we go. Look at this dot. Look at this dot. It's kind of cool. Okay, so how others see you, the 6 of Swords, they see you as moving on. I'm moving on. I'm going over there. Such a great card to have with death. I also saw the 8 of Cups before I came here, so not surprised. Look at this. This is like a cluster. Oh, but if you look, it looks like an arrow. Look, look, look. Look, it looks like an arrow. I love it. Okay. But let's look at cluster anyway. Let's see what it has to say in the book of... Ooh, the book. The cluster. If I can find it. Can I find it? Do I? Let's go in the front. It's a lot easier to go by the... I love these books, but sometimes it's annoying because when they don't put it alphabetically, you're just kind of trying to find. So a cluster is a group repetition of a common mark such as dot, asterisk, or crosses. Meaning. A cluster takes the meaning of the individual mark or symbol and strengthens it. The number of repeated marks and overall collective formation can amplify or modify their meaning. 4 dots can represent the 4 foundational elements. Make a diamond. A cluster can represent a constellation. Show a lightly defined trail and create the feeling of an aura of energy around other shapes. Take into consideration not only the individual shapes, but also the larger design to make a group. The larger design to make a group. This is part of a larger design. You taking off. Okay, so got it. Fine. Good. Larger design. An arrow. Somewhere where you're going. Absolutely. Still learning. See, your reader's still learning, but she's learning with you, so don't worry about it. This is definitely showing you where you're going, okay? There's a new destination, and whoever is watching, they're seeing you take that new destination. Absolutely. With the 6, they're saying, yep. She's definitely moving things, or he's moving things to a different part. Okay? It's good. So how do you see yourself? Let's see you now. Page of Wands. Brand new, shiny and brand new. That's how you see you. Okay? Fearless. Childlike. Fun. Playing. Active. Brand new. Why? Suddenly asking why. Let's just, break it down to very simple. The whys. What do I want? Why do I want that? Why did I do that before? And those are great questions. Okay? You are questioning yourself like a child, relearning, rediscovering, communicating your needs. This is what you're doing. Absolutely. It matches up with this energy. It's fine. It works together. They work very well together. Okay? Yeah. Keep asking. Okay, so let's take a look at your hopes and fears. Your hopes and fears. Pisces, what's your hopes and fears? The moon. Again, a little bit of, I don't know where I'm going next. What am I doing next? Where am I going? Right? Is it clear? Oh, I like that. There's diagonal lines and there's a crosshatch and, wait a minute, there's a horizontal line. Look at this. Doesn't that show like everything I was talking about? Like you don't know. Hashtag I don't know. But these diagonal lines, they go into, if you look, they form a diamond. You see them? But I feel like if you put these together, they're not going to make this, but it's close. And I feel that's what you're feeling. Like, I don't know if, it doesn't make like a hashtag. It makes kind of like a sideways line. It's not the same thing, right? That's what they're showing me. Look, wait. I'm going to find my book here and I'm going to show you because this is what I feel. This is what they're showing you. Yes, I know. Jane's starting to draw pictures, but what do you want? That's just Jane, okay? All right. So the hashtag goes, let's do it right here. The hashtag goes straight lines across, right? You do that, okay? But if you mix these two together, you have the straight lines across. But if you put the diagonal, they go like this, okay? And this is what's confusing you with the moon. I feel that's what it's saying is that you're going, is this, or are they two different things? And the answer is yes. Yes, it's the same thing, and no, it's not. And you're going to say, Jane, that makes no sense. But it does. Because let me explain to you how the moon comes in, okay? When the moon comes in, you'll have the naysayers say she does not have her own light. She's a reflection of the sun. But does she have a light? Absolutely she has a light. When the full moon shines, as you're going to see, if you're able to see this week, you're going to look outside, look up in the sky, and you're going to see a lot more of the surroundings because she has her own light. She does. She shines. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. And you feel her light, right? In the night sky, she looks like a huge flashlight, right? You look up and you go, oh, the full moon, so beautiful, right? But if you had some guy come in, you know, that's not an actual light. That's a reflection of the sun. You go, shut up, go away, right? But both is true. Both realities are absolutely real. And they coexist together. So what does that mean for you? Are you empty? Yes, you're absolutely empty. Is that bad? No, it isn't, actually. And yes, it is. You're going, Jane, that's not helping anything. I'm going to tell you why it's not helping anything. Because you need to feel that emptiness before you start filling it with things. And you can start filling it with things that you did before that caused you to want to change things with the Death card. And you know what's going to happen there? Either you're going to do it again and repeat the pattern, or you're going to start doing it and go, wait a minute, I don't want to do this. I want to do something different this time. Is there one that's wrong and right? Yes and no. It's all your individual pattern. It's your life. It's the way you decide to walk through the door. Okay? I can show you the door, and I'm going to keep showing you the door because that is what I'm here to do. I hold the lantern up and I show you the light. Okay? Whether it's the moon's light or a starlight doesn't really matter to me. It's a light. You choose what you see. I'm telling you. Do you feel bad? You might. You might feel empty and you might go, this sucks. This is not exactly. What's next? So I did the clearing, but what's next? I'm still feeling what? You're feeling what you're feeling. And you're meant to feel what you feel. This is where it gets individual. You're either ready to put new things in, or now you have to look at the shadows that are left. Or you have to look at the empty room that creates, that let the shadows come out from the corners that you've been hiding and not looking at. And you're not wrong, and you're not broken. You're not broken. You have been clearing. You are awakening to yourself. Your shadows don't make you bad. They make you who you are. Not only that, if you're finally looking at them, you have become awakened and aware. I don't want you to shrink at that anymore. Okay? No shrinking. You're allowed to be who you are, warts and all. Okay? All right. So let's see what the outcome is here. Two of Wands. The card of contemplation and thinking innovatively. It's a perfect card. I like it. Oh, and there's another one. I didn't even know there were two blank cards in this deck, and now I do. I thought there was just one. There is two. And they both come out in your reading because this is where this reading says it's up to you. This is your life. I love this. This is like saying you're empowered. I'm not going to tell you where to go, but I'm going to tell you to think about it. Sit down and think. Why do I feel empty? Why don't I know what to put in this room? Why am I scared of my shadows? And why are they coming out? And I'm going, whoa. All of it. All of it. No more hiding in the dark. No more confusion. No more wondering if the moon is a light and the reflection of the sun. It's both. It's everything. Embrace it. Everything. What's next? That's what's next. It's you, eyes open, looking at the emptiness, looking at the shadows, looking at the questioning, at the wondering, what do I do with all of this? That's you. That's where you're at. That's what comes after. All right. So I'm going to pull, I know you're going to say, what? You're going to pull some more? Yeah, I'm going to pull one more. Because I have new decks, and new decks want to come with, want to come out to play. This one is my, what's the name of it? It's some kind of witchy deck. I know, I'm laughing. Oh, so glad I did. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad I did. I love this. Okay, Pisces, are you listening? Are you listening? This is the Anatomy of a Witch Oracle, by the way, if you're looking. Card for body, mind, and spirit. I love it. I love it. Look at this card. Look at this card. Renew with the snake shedding the old skin, the egg coming up. Now, did he eat something, or did he come out of that? No. No, that's a snake skin. Yes, it's all about... This is the death card. This is the death card. I don't care what you call it. It's the death card. Okay, let's check. Let's check. All right. Okay, so it's written here, a large empty broken eggshell rests in a nest of frayed rope and shed snakeskin. The rosy hue in the sky suggests that it may be dusk or dawn. From the sky fall feathers and what appear to be petals or perhaps particles of ash. Whoever was in the egg and wore the skin has already moved on. The serpent guides us through the wonders of transformation, renewal, and regeneration. So many myths speak of the serpent's abilities to create the world, to take of itself and refashion everything. Similarly, the phoenix, whose feathers and ash fall from the sky, reminds us that rebirth is always possible. It's time to shed that old skin, to break the ties that have held you back. Whether they were imposed by yourself or others, emerge as your most authentic self ever. Set the world ablaze with the new you. You just need to release the ideas and fears that have weighed you down. Look at that. Regenerate, replenish, release. This card says it all, and this is what this reading was about. Okay? Sometimes it's going to look and feel awful. It's not going to be like in the movies. You know, everything's ended and they lived happily ever after. No, we don't live in that kind of world. We watch those kind of movies and they're a lot of fun to watch, but life keeps unfolding in different ways. When you've conquered the thing, sometimes there's more work to be done. And this is the part you're at. There's more work to be done. That's why you're a 6. That's why it's not the 10 of Cups or the 10 of Pentacles. You have to keep going. And I'm going to be right here to help you with that. So we're going to look at the Lenormand cards. I'm going to pick some that kind of fit the vibe of these. And then we're going to look at how the energies work. And then we're going to do chakras. I love chakras. We're going to do chakra reading and look at all your energetic body. Okay, because this, they're saying body being. I think, wait a minute. Let me see. I think this is going to be perfect. Because this talks about, body being. The group, body being. So we're going to look at the chakras, how your body energy is going through all of this. This is a beautiful reading for you, Pisces. It's so clear and it pings very, very clearly here. I hope that you got a lot from it because, as always, my conduit is clear for you and for the people who are meant to receive this. I'm here to help you see the door, the light. I shine the light at the door that you need to be going through or looking at. And I hope that I've shown the light bright enough for you to see how empowered you can be in your own life. Take care of yourself. Again, these are my other channels. Another video in case you're interested. Take good care of yourself. Love, light, and blessings. Bye for now.